Good morning, friends. Let's move on with our topics of gravitation. See, today I will start with the topic of Earth's gravitational force. This I have taught you earlier also. Earth exerts a force of attraction on any object near its surface or on its surface, and that force is actually pulling the object towards the center of Earth, right? This force is called as Earth's gravitational force. Now, whenever an object is thrown in upward direction, as it moves upwards, what will happen to the object after some time? The object goes up, stops there for a fraction of a second, and it falls down. This is the observation we see. Now, when the object is thrown upwards, the gravitational force is pulling it downwards, and that's why its velocity goes on decreasing. It becomes zero, and then it starts falling downwards, right? So when an object is thrown upwards, the velocity of the object goes on decreasing, okay? Finally it becomes zero, and then the object starts moving downwards. It happens due to Earth's gravitational force. Okay. Now let us understand a very important phenomena which is seen near the seashore, and that is about tides. You have heard about low tides and high tides, right? Now, what are high tides and low tides? How they occur? That we'll understand. See, high tide is the rise in the level of seawater, and low tide means the decrease or fall in the level of seawater. Now, what exactly is the reason behind it? The reason is behind two phenomena. One is the force of attraction between moon and the seawater on the earth, and second is the centrifugal force. Getting it? Now understand this example. This is our earth, okay, and this is our moon, and when the moon and earth are in such a position, what happens? The seawater in this region is pulled by the moon's gravitational force. Which force? Moon's gravitational force. And as a result, the level of water in this region will increase, and the level of water at the region exactly opposite to this will automatically decrease. Getting it? At the same time, the position which is exactly opposite to this point, that is this, okay, at this point the level of water will also rise, and so high tides will be observed at this point as well as this point, okay, and the low tides will be observed at this point and this point, okay, exactly at 90 degrees to the position of high tide. And since the moon is revolving around the earth, okay, in 24 hours the location, as I shown in the diagram, location A and location B will experience high tides twice a day, okay, twice a day. Similarly, location C and D will experience low tides twice a day. The reason I told you, the moon pulls the water, seawater, towards it, and the level of water rises in this region, and because of decrease in gravitational force, the diametrically opposite position will experience a centrifugal force, and the level of water over there will also rise. This point is not mentioned in our textbook, so if you are able to understand it, well and good. Otherwise, simply understand that due to the moon's attraction, the high tide is observed at two positions. One exactly in front of the moon, okay, the part of earth exactly in front of the moon, and secondly the place which is diametrically opposite to that place. These two places will experience what? High tides, and at 90 degrees what will be the positions? These will experience what? Low tides. Now on the board I will show you. This is the position of the moon. Moon is revolving in an orbit around the Earth, right? Now, the moon pulls the seawater towards it. There is a force of attraction which is pulling the water towards the moon, but water will not move towards the moon. Understand it. The level of water in this region, all the seawater moves towards position B, and that's why the level of water at position B rises, and this is the high tide at B. And diametrically opposite to this is A. Over here also the level of seawater rises here because of decreased gravitational force of Earth and increased centrifugal force. Earlier I have told you what is centrifugal force. Centripetal force I have explained you. Centrifugal force is an outward pointing force. Okay, and this centrifugal force is responsible for the high tide at point A, and the moon's attraction is responsible for high tide at point B. And at point C and D, C I have shown here at 90 degrees to B, and D, which is behind, the areas will be of low tide. So the moon's gravitational force is responsible for the high tide and low tides, and these high tides and low tides happen twice a day. In 24 hours they happen 2 times. Okay, reason I told you, moon revolves around the earth and it leads to the high tide at 2 different times.